So I was chatting with this one girl, right? And she's like, I'm so glad you're not from Ghana. Because Ghanaian boys can be so wicked. By my own name, she cry. With the 100 drinks and quite some. One lie, medium, yeah, wicked change with Gubasam.
Charlie, an African American is saying that she saw something in Ghana that got her scared. Like the first time she saw that, then she was scared. And also another African American is also saying that she doesn't understand why people from abroad or America or Europe, they think we are poor. Like in Ghana, we are poor because when you see uncompleted buildings and they are complaining, that is not loan. That is like real cash. But I don't want to talk plenty. Let's go into the video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the videos. Watch, come back and talk.
Culture shock number 13. I find it really admirable, at first a bit scary, that in Ghana you'll sometimes see prisoners on the street, whether they're picking trash or they're pulling weeds or fixing a road, a pothole or something. At first I was scared because, well, I should say at first I thought they were just like normal everyday people or workers, because sometimes if you're driving in Ghana, there might be like a few potholes and you might just see a random man fixing the road and asking for some small cash. So I thought that's what they were. And then I saw the police officer with them. And so I asked my husband, and he was like, yeah, those are prisoners. They are sometimes allowed to come out and work. And when I say work, I don't mean just like manual work, but like sometimes they get, they can get some small cash from passerbyers. And I found it interesting because in the US, I don't think this would work. The criminal justice system in the US is like, so, I mean, I don't know if they committed like violent crimes or if these are just, I don't know, like theft or petty crimes. But nonetheless, I think it's cool that like they're allowing the prisoners to kind of like assimilate back into society rather than just once they're done serving their time, they're just dropped back into society and they don't know where to go. So then they are repeat offenders. I think that's really cool. Okay, bye.
So people forget that people who live in Ghana mostly own everything themselves. So when you see a house being built and it's not completely built, it's no mortgage. It's people working to make it happen. So cars, people buy it. Like the cash that's here, where we're from, in the West, in the Netherlands, or wherever, you have a loan. Most people have loans. It's not yours. It's the bank's. So, when people come here, in the beginning I didn't understand, like, oh, why are some of these houses half built? Or why are they, like, I didn't understand. And then, I got in touch with a lot of people, and then they were like, yep, this is all mine. Like, no one can take it away from me. And that is wealth.
So when I was in my Uber on the way back, we get pulled over, right? By an officer. And there's a car in front of us, which I think was another Uber full of girls. They're also standing outside talking to their cop. I'm like, what's going on? And then he's like, open. He's like, oh, I need you to get out of the car for a search of your stuff. And I'm like, when I was getting out, the first thing that popped in my head was, do you have a warrant? Then I remembered I'm not in America anymore. So he starts going through my bag. He's like, yeah, we're just looking for weapons or drugs. And I'm just there like, he's like, show me this pocket. And then my wallet, even, he's like, yeah, open up your wallet. And he's like, okay, you're good to go. What?
I'm putting the spoon down today, guys. I've been eating with a spoon, but today I decided not to, because recently I heard that when you eat your food with your hands, you're connecting more with your food. So I've never eaten continuous food with my hands ever. I usually have nails in. I don't like how food just sits in my nails. That's just me personally. It does make me feel happier. Eat with my hands makes me feel happier. Like, I don't have to worry about being perfect. I could do this more often. This is so good. Okay.
When I first come, not even toilet paper was available. And the first day I hear tea roll, I thought it was tea bread because they have the tea bread, and I thought the round one would be the tea roll. No, it was toilet paper they selling it. When I first came here, there was nothing up here. I used to farm from there to over there to down there, and there was a lot of bamboo in this area here. But look at it now. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
People always ask me the differences between Lagos and Accra, like your experience in December. And one of the main differences is Accra doesn't get this traffic like Lagos gets traffic. I've sat in Lagos before for 7 hours to the airport. Usually that's a 30-minute job. I sat there for 7 hours and I cried in that car. Accra has traffic, but it's nothing compared to this.
This is day 2 of me trying different fruits in Ghana until I find my favorite one. I had no idea what this fruit was, but I saw it in the market and I knew I had to try it. I learned that it's called alasa in Ghana, but also known as the African star apple, because when you cut into it, the seeds look like they're in the shape of a star. This was so sour and tart. I am a fan of tart fruits, so this was definitely up my alley, but the flesh was extremely sour. The texture is juicy at first, but if you keep chewing it, it can turn into a natural gum. And you can get a sweeter version, but the one I had was super sour. You could eat it like this, cook with it, and make beverages with it as well. Nutritionally, it's high in vitamin C, which supports your immune system. Plus, it has fiber and antioxidants, which help with digestion. I wouldn't say this one is my favorite just yet, but it was definitely good. And I have a lot more fruits to try.
When your intuition tells you to do something, just go and do it. Here I was at the Entrepreneurship Festival in Ghana, in Accra, and I was sitting as a part of the press, because I was there with my podcast, Gold Circle Podcast. And then I was seated next to Stedman Graham, which is Oprah Winfrey's partner. And 9 years ago, I interviewed him in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, when I had my first interview program, which now would be called a podcast. 9 years later, I've started Gold Circle Podcast. I'm at this event and here he is again, and I showed him. So it was an amazing full circle moment. And that's why I say, when your intuition tells you to start something, go and do it.
This is my last clinical day as an X-ray tech in Ghana. If you haven't seen the rest of my videos, my name is Janine. I'm an X-ray tech who's volunteering in Ghana. Today I went to one of Ghana's teaching hospitals with some radiologists and other techs. For the week, this is my 3rd hospital that I visited so far. To start up the morning, we were listening to patient cases that the radiologist presented to the residents. Then it was time to head over to Mammo. To be honest, I've never seen this machine before, but it was nice using it because of all the different buttons. The Mammo techs told me that they don't have a Phantom to QC with, so they use a saline bag in place of that. After Mammo, I headed over to X-ray, and their room was actually really big. This hospital also uses film to give out to their patients and doctors. I didn't film our long drive home, but we made it back to the hotel. So this is our final clinical day. We finished around 2 to 3. Now we're gonna have dinner with all of our teammates. We're gonna get ready. That was basically my night. Bye, guys.
Trying amatua.
Omotuo. Vamos a comer omotuo. Primero gastamos la bolita. Nos han dicho que no pica, ¿vale? Pero yo creo que es mentira. Pica un montón. ¿Pica? Pero pica como puta madre. Joder, cómo pica. Bueno, pero está buenísimo. Esta bolita es de arroz, ¿vale? O sea, ay, cómo quema además. Uf, puta madre. Bueno. Pero está rica. Está muy bueno. A ver, como mordisquito del pollo. Es de pollo. Está muy bueno. Wow. Está buenísimo, tío. Pero it gets better. O sea, se pica, pero tampoco en plan... Sí, socorro. Exacto. También te digo que para una persona normal pica mucho. Ay. A nosotros porque nos gusta, porque si no... Bueno, buen apetito. Vamos a acabar con nuestro plato. La marinita.
Hi guys, come spend day 3 with me in Ghana. I didn't vlog the first 2 days because I was still a little jet lagged, but we back. So this is me about to get ready for my day. This is my dad, you know, handling business on the phone. Just, you know, enjoying the hot weather. I know it's cold in the States. Can't relate. Is it snowing over there? Is it snowing? Is it just cold? Is it really windy? You know, just let me know in the comments. I wouldn't know though, because I'm in Ghana. So before we went to the mall, we played a few rounds of Uno. Whenever my cousin is losing, she gets salty and decides to flip up her cards.
Who's team? Who's team? Please pick the two. Pick what two? Pick the two. Remember, I'm not direct. Can I ask something? Yeah. Please pick 4. Be quick about it.
You're so weird.
So after I took that L in Uno, we went to Accra Mall. We made it, and we walked around for a little bit, you know, looking at the stores and whatnot. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a disappointment. We went to this little shop here, and I was gonna get stuff, but I was like, nah, I'm not getting this for my friends back home. So we left and went to District 24. District 24 was a vibe. I loved the ambiance of the place and the food was really good. But after that was really it. I didn't vlog because the rest of the day was sleep. So I hope y'all enjoy this vlog and stay tuned for more. Bye.
This would be my Detty December itinerary for the perfect Wednesday in Accra, Ghana. I'd start the morning bright and early at 6 a.m. I'd go straight to the market. It is good to go to the market as early as you can to avoid the extreme crowds and the extreme heat. The market also closes a bit early. I would go and get all the jewelry and shea butter I need for my trip. I would look for the ladies carrying the tins of raw shea butter and stock up as much as I can. I would also do some groceries here. Of course, there's some amazing grocery stores in Accra, but nothing beats the market prices. You can negotiate and find exactly what you need. After the market, I would need something refreshing, so I'd stop by Vitamin Bar and get me a fresh mango smoothie. These are the best. Since it's still early, I try to find a wache shop roadside and get some breakfast. I would take that home with me, shower, and get ready. Then I would go get my nails done. I would either go to Polish or Amari in East Legon, or I would go to Nail Geek in North Legon. They're all great options and would do exactly what I need them to do. After getting my fresh set, I would go home, get cute, and go meet my girls at Vine for lunch. And make sure that you're dressed cute if you're going to Vine because there are so many photo ops. I'd start off with a pineapple mimosa, and while I'm waiting for my food, I would grab some pictures. I'd finish off my delicious lunch at Vine, then make my way to the Tipsy Gelato for some dessert. Of course, I'd get some gelato in a cone, but I'd also get some of their alcohol-infused mango gelato to go. It's so delicious. Now, at this point, I may go home and nap. But if I still had some energy, I'd make my way to the Kempinski, grab an elixir, and sit poolside and just watch the sunset with a cute book. For dinner, I'm making my way to Oray in Osu. Again, a cute photo op, so make sure your outfit matches. I'd start with a passion fruit cocktail and get some prawns. You know, we're keeping it cute. I'm going out tonight, so I don't need to eat anything too heavy. Have a couple more drinks and maybe even some hookah at Oray. Then I'm making my way to Republic. Republic is always a great time and the perfect chill vibe to end the night. I'll make sure I'll get the Coco Roco drink. Hey, maybe I'll get a couple. Jam out to some of my favorite Afrobeat songs and then call it a day.
Welcome to Judah Revel's Detty December. This is me flying from London all the way to Ghana, Accra. I can't lie, this was stressful. Like, this is my first time ever doing transit, and you can see I was killing you to this. Like, usually I'm used to direct flights, but this is me going through Turkey, You can see we landed in Ghana, nice and smooth. I've been trying meta glasses for this whole trip because I don't want to take my camera to these clubs, or else I'll get robbed in this country. But it was a nice, smooth journey. The Turkish airline people were really lovely, and it was my first time getting Turkish Airlines, so it was a very good experience. Here's me speaking to the guy because they took my hand luggage and I couldn't find it, so he was just directing me to where it would be. The air hits when you come out of the airport. I know if you go Ghana, you know about the airport. This is me getting my suitcases, and this is the best part in my opinion. Whenever you come out the airport and you just see everyone there waiting for you, I feel like a celebrity every single time. And you can just see me, my auntie is calling me out the airport. Got to my cousin's house, ate some food. His husband has a bar and everything. But yeah, make sure you guys follow, subscribe to my channel. Full video out now and posting every single day. Full Vlogmas on YouTube.
I have no idea what batch I'm considered, but fly with me to Ghana. Except first we had to take our reproductive health final because we are studious students and school comes first. It ended up going perfectly fine, and then after this I loaded my son into my car so I could drive home for my brother to take me to the airport. But first we had to run a few errands. I grabbed some Chipotle and then I went to Sephora to get some makeup products because ironically all my makeup products were finishing before I went on this trip and I didn't notice until a few days ago. Then I got my brows done and then we were off to the airport. I was super excited because Delta has recently rebooted their direct flights from Atlanta to Accra, and I haven't been on one of these direct flights since about 12 or 13 years ago. So this journey and Delta holds special memories and place in my heart, and I'm just so happy to get to be able to experience this again. It was honestly such a full circle moment. And then I grabbed some airplane essentials. I had lunch at Panda Express, and then I was off to my gate. And there were so many non-Ghanaians going to Ghana. I love that you guys love my country, but where are my people? Okay, we boarded the flight and I boarded on zone 5 and I felt so special. So I got myself comfortable and then we were off in the air and I was ready to knock out because I had been running on 2 to 3 hours of sleep for the last week, just trying to prepare and finalize everything. I was watching this Tanya Harding movie, which was also amazing. And then dinner was served, which was yummy. Delta has the best airplane food. Don't fight me on that, but they do, and y'all know it's true. I fell asleep, woke up, we were almost on the continent, fell asleep again, woke up, and then we were past Conakry, and I was super excited because this meant we were almost in Ghana. And then I had some yogurt for breakfast, and then we landed, and I was super happy. I've missed Ghana so much. Every single time I come back, I'm just so excited and so happy. Then I went through customs, and then I got myself off the conveyor belt, and it actually came super fast, like within 5 minutes. Like, this is the quickest I've ever been at the airport. Then I had lunch at one of my favorite spots called Noble House, and then I called it a day.
Things I love in Ghana: the easy access to having a manicurist or nail tech come to your home. So I tried out Abina Nails, and this is actually my second time having her come to my house and do my nails, but we did a gel manicure and pedicure. She did so good with my overlay and the design, and I paid 600 cedis for both the manicure and the pedicure. Let me know, would you guys have this service done?
My lifestyle is so nice. My booty so good, they make a blow twice. You don't run, you don't like money.
You see, many a times I don't understand why people think when they come around and they see uncompleted buildings all over, rejects are not done and all that, they think, oh, these people, they don't have the money, they are poor. That's why you see some of these things, Charlie. That is real cash sitting right there. And if the person is not able to even continue this particular project, his kids or her kids will come and continue this project. It's a forever thing. So many a times I don't understand why they think that way though. But Charlie, I all the time say that in Ghana or in Africa in general, we have money more than the people in Europe and America. Because for them, Charlie, the taxes are not quite your money. Savings is saying your money. Unless you are lucky, you are able to get a job with BIP, it pays so much. But the average workers there, no dear Charlie, I don't think they make money more than us. You understand? And also this lady that was talking about the prisoners, she said she got scared the first time that she got to know that these were prisoners. Charlie, some of these people that they bring out, it's not like they are not prisoners that have committed heinous crimes, petty crimes. So they basically add hard labor to their sentence. So when I learned it's 1 year, like it's left with, let's say, 1 year for them to come out from the prisons. That's when they use them for some of these works. So it's not so scary like that. You see, even in Ghana itself, even some of the notorious armed robbers, our prisons, the way our prisons is, like when you go in and you come out, mostly you will be a changed person. Most times you will become a changed person. Like I would say 90%, you become a a changed person. So it's not so scary like that. So right now you see that this lady was talking about the police checkpoint. She got there, she was searched. Here, the searching is a normal thing. They don't need a warrant before they search you on the street, especially. So they search you, they don't find anything, they let you go. As simple as that. And the lady that was eating with her hand, Charlie, it's true what she said. When you eat with your hand, you connect with your soul, your body. You know, eating with spoon and all these things, you know. And this is like a tradition since. So Charlie, we've been doing this for a very long time, and I don't think it's something bad. So try eating with your hands and you will love it. Trust me. Thank you so much for watching.